Hey, boys and girls. Little follow-up from our assignment yesterday. So, shelter from the storm, we read yesterday about the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico about 3 years ago. So, yesterday we talked about summarizing an article. Today, I want to just cover kind of a review again, two different skills that we've talked about this year. The first one is synthesizing information. So, when you synthesize information, you take everything from the whole story, some details, context clues, and um, your experiences and what you know already to synthesize the information. So, from this paragraph here, when his daughter um, says in a hesitant voice, okay, when dad said that our house will keep us safe. And then he also didn't want to say anything because he knew that he wasn't going to sound real reassuring. So, based on what we read in that paragraph, we can synthesize that they're both pretty scared. Okay, on this page, this talks about when the storm hits, what it sounds like, what's going on outside. And so, in those two paragraphs, we can synthesize that it is a terrifying storm. They are terrified. They are scared. My daughter whimpered in fear. I was terrified myself. So we can synthesize that it was a terrible storm and destructive and scary. And then at the end, it talks about the damage after the storm. And you all know from your own experiences, seeing on TV, reading books, watching movies, that you can synthesize that it was a terrible, terrible storm. It was scary and destructive, and what they can do. So that is just a review on synthesizing information, using all the clues and your knowledge to better understand. Okay. Now, the other one I want to review is point of view. So I don't know if you all, after reading this and talking about it, if you can tell which point of view this story was told by. Now, we've really basically studied first person point of view. Yeah, I can't do it this. Um, and third person point of view. So first person is when it's told from a person in the story. Third person is when it's told from somebody who's not involved in the story. They're telling another story. So if you said, just a sec here. That it's first person, you are right. And we go through and we could tell right away, days before the storm, my daughter and I. Okay, there's a point of view. We bought, we secured, we nailed. As we walked, I turned to my daughter. Okay, my daughter said, we. So, my view, my daughter, I. Okay, so this is a first person point of view story. Now it's nonfiction, so many times, especially if it's about somebody's experience, it's usually first person. So those are the two things I wanted to kind of review on this story. Tomorrow we'll do a different story, tomorrow we'll do a different story and kind of keep practicing these skills. At the end of the week, there will be an assessment on these skills. So if you have any questions, let me know. So point of view, synthesize information, and summarize information.